So it's Saturday, August 18th. This is my project from yesterday, which is not done. It's taken much longer than I thought. But so this fireplace had a masonry front that you can still see the grout lines there. There were protruded faces on all these brick areas, so they stuck out like ½ inch or 3/4 of an inch and were rounded. It's common in this area. Next door, I saw that one, and the tile guy told us that he's redone them before. So, well, we always wanted to put tile on this one. The one next door isn't so ugly. This one, just the shape and the grout lines were really 70s looking and just didn't look good. So we decided we wanted to try to tile it. Didn't really know what to do. So I brought my air hammer gun here. It's just small gun, but figured I'd see what it would do, and chipped away at it. I actually was able to knock one of these faces of these concrete things off. I think I knocked this one off, and it actually came off and was a flat surface. So that's a good sign. I figured I could get them knocked off, and then it would be a flat surface that could be tiled. But that little air hammer just wasn't going to do it. I chipped away, probably chipped away for an hour, and didn't get any others, only got pieces of them off. So I then yesterday morning rented a demolition hammer from the Home Depot, which is just over the hill here. They have a tool rental center, and I was able to rent that and tore it off in no time. So it's probably 2 hours. I had it all down to flat, and you can see from this side view here it is pretty flat. So it actually did a good job. It did bust some holes in it, so I've had to patch places, and it was cracked a little, so I did patch that yesterday with some concrete, mixed that up, tried to clean it up as good as I could, and took the demo hammer back. So it had an arched top, and we wanted to get rid of that for the tiles, so I had to drill into the masonry and fix up some wood in there, and then I put concrete backer board on the face of it, and that looks pretty good. So the bottom hearth area was really rough. Didn't know what the heck we were going to do there, because it's about even with the hardwood floor we put in. But we decided, Amy had a good idea, to use the vinyl sticky tile, which is very thin but looks like vinyl, and we can get whatever we want there, and don't need much of it, and just stick it down. So I got this floor leveling stuff that put a good smooth surface on it that vinyl tile will stick to. So I think that's gonna work there. Also inside, you can see it's just the ugly brick, and they just hacked away at it to make room for this masonry thing that they put on it. So there was a concrete with rebar, some kind of insert thing. I also tore that out with the demo hammer, busted it up. It was ugly too, and wanted to get rid of it, but now I need to frame something up in there. I think we're just going to put drywall on it, so just have it like a box on the inside of the fireplace. You could paint it whatever color you want, and the tile would just wrap around through the masonry, just to this depth here, 4 inches or so. And then the rest will be the drywall box on the inside. So that's my plan. It's taken way longer than I wanted this to. I wanted to get it done in about half a day yesterday, but here I am still today working on it. But anyway, it is prep for tile. Tile guy is coming by later today to give a quote on doing this and the backsplash in the kitchen. This tile guy also told me he has done this before to the same kind of masonry work on these chimneys in this neighborhood. So it must be really common in this area. He told me, which I'm not sure why he did it this way, but he told me that he spent 3 days on one prepping it for tile. And he just took an angle grinder with a regular grinder wheel in it and ground the masonry off. He said he had to hang like double layers of plastic and catch all the dust, because he said it's very dusty, and then so he ground it off. I don't even know if that's possible. I'm not sure how he would have done that, but this did not want to grind off. This stuff was tough. I tried knocking it off with a giant sledgehammer, and things started breaking and moving on the inside of the fireplace, and the masonry work on the outside barely cracked. So I was able to chip a little off that way, but I had to give up. So this is a very, very difficult project here, but it's starting to look good. I got that squared out. I just need to build the box on the inside of the fireplace, so that's what I'm going to do here this morning. Peace out. Alright, back at the house. It's the 24th. This is how the fireplace turned out. Looks pretty good. It's not exactly what we had planned, but at least it's done. Tile needs to be grouted, but the tile guy finished up this week after I had demoed it and prepped it for the tile, and I also built the box and the actual fireplace. Just drywalled box and painted it the wall color. He had to set the tile with the grain going vertical, which we didn't want. He claimed that he didn't have enough tile to go the other way, so I don't know what happened there, but maybe he didn't. Maybe it just wasn't going to work out going the other way, but it's the way it looks anyway. So at least it's done. Happy. I think it's a good thing to see when you first walk in the door here. Nice and modern looking and clean. But it's coming along. Plumbers are here today doing the finish plumbing work. They'll be here at least another day. They got to set all the toilets, hook up all the faucets and the drains. None of that's plumbed, so they're doing that today. I think they're going to run the gas, hook up the gas for the stove. What else? The dryer duct, the exhaust duct. They may be working on that. I hope they are, because it's a long run of it, and I just want to make sure it's done right. But there's the fireplace.